What is up, nation? It's your boy Luna, and we're going up against Colton. That was his intro, and Colton's a good friend of mine. He's a cool dude. His team's a bitch though. His team is an absolute bitch to prep for. He has. I came up with like four different like types of team that he could bring because his team can do so much. So on his team, he has the where are you? Where are you? There you. He has Mega Swampert, Kieran Black, Silvally, which can use all forms. Jolteon, Kabutops, Hitmontop, Linoon. Linoon's a threat. Alolan Ninetales, Beartic, Politoed, and Tornadus Therian. So he could go full rain with Politoed, Mega Swampert, and Beartic with Swift Swim. He can go Hail, Alolan Ninetales with Beartic and Kieran Black. He can go a hybrid of both. He can bring not like no weather abusers. Like he opts out of bringing Mega Swampert, Beartic, or Kabutops and just brings other mons. He could still bring weather, like Alolan Ninetales. He'll bring it with the hail if he does bring it, but he might not be abusing weather. There's so many things he can bring. The things I think are definite that he brings are Jolteon, Kieran Black, and the Tornadus Therian. I think those three are very good brings against me. My ground type is Zygarde 10%, and that's it. I don't have the best electric resist. Jolteon can freely switch. I did a bunch of mock battles, and it might have been all of them that the Jolteon was choice specs, and it can just do that. It really can against my team. And since I'm not bringing Zygarde, he's even freer to do that. So I need to play around that. Throughout the mock battles, there were about three or four tweaks I made to it, like slight EV changes and then moves. I made, I think, 2 or 3 changes that I think benefit the team. The Kieran Black's a threat, and my Rotom Wash is not a check to it because of the Terravolt, so he can Earth Power me. And Kieran Black just hit very hard everything on my team. And with the other Tornadus Therian, I have a Mega Heracross. That thing's Flying Stab. If he brings Rain, Hurricane's 100% accurate. And also it's a very fast mon. So it can serve maybe a utility role, or it can just be offensive. It gets the Heat Wave for Fortress, which would not cheat too much from like Hurricane. So those I think are coming. Linoon came in actually a lot of the mock, and at first I didn't think it was an issue, but it is. If like just getting a little bit of chip on everything on my team, Linoon can sweep. So I do need to be careful of that. I need to keep at least one of the things I can take a hit from it healthy in the back, like full health healthy. So I have to be careful with that. So the Hitmontop, honestly, just that mon by itself changes the game. If he doesn't bring it, as opposed to if he brings it, it really does change the game. My Mega Heracross, it all depends on how he's going to play against me. If he's going to play leaning more on the hyper offense, or he's going to play a little defensive to try and like take stuff on my team. A lot of hand motion. Like Hitmontop, of course with its Intimidate ability, could be an answer for my Mega Heracross. However, it's still taking around 45% from a close combat, so I don't know if he's going to consider that as good enough, or if he's just going to try and check it offensively. So let's run down what I am bringing. First up is the Fortress with leftovers, Overcoat for the Hail, the Sturdy. Sturdy could let me live like a Heat Wave from Tornadus Therian, but if Hail's already up, that Sturdy's not going to mean anything, because Hail will kill me. I'd get an attack off, but I think the Overcoat's better. I am rocking Gyro Ball, Volt Switch, Stealth Rock, Toxic. So I did have Spikes over Toxic before, and although it didn't do a lot in the mocks, like it wasn't like game changing, I noticed that I couldn't do much to the Hitmontop, And Toxic would be a great thing to get on that thing, wear that thing down, if he does bring it. And also, I did want to bring Toxic on this team. I had it on, I'm also bringing Rotom Wash. I had it on that originally, but I changed that out. So I'll go over that when I go over Rotom. This Fortress is 248 HP, 8 defense, max special defense, sassy nature, so those Gyro Balls doing meaty damage. Gyro Ball actually to a Jolteon, like that. A lot on his team doesn't like Gyro Ball, except maybe Politoed or a Silvally that resists it, but the Politoed I can Volt Switch on. And he can't do too much to me. So Gyro Ball is really nice. And against Jolteon, I thought, okay, this thing resists, how much does it do? It does about, I think, 26%. So if he tries to be some sort of sub Jolteon, I can't break those subs. And yeah, damage on Jolteon's nice. It's nice. I want to get rid of that thing because I don't want him getting off that free damage all the time with both switches. The Toxic is to wear down his team, of course, and Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock, very nice. So yes, with the Hitmontop, he has 2 spinners, Kabutops and Hitmontop. Kabutops is not likely to be a spinner. It's the rapid spinner that doesn't typically carry the move. But the Hitmontop is. So I can't just, blindly put up rocks if he brings the Hitmontop. If he doesn't bring it, then I kind of can, and it wears down the Kyurem Black, the Beartic, the Ninetales, the Tornadus Therian, and some of those also get worn down by the hail that the Ninetales sets up. So Stealth Rock is very nice. Yeah, Volt Switch for initiative, and to pair that, his buddy here, Asymmetrical, the Rotom Wash. So I am bringing the Will-O-Wisp over the Toxic on this, because one thing I noticed in the mocks is that Colton's team has a lot of momentum moves. He has Volt Switches and U-turns, Parting Shot with like Silvally. And that changed. I'm also bringing Whimsicott, and that changed the set on these two. For one, the Toxic on the Rotom. In the mock, Silvally came as, when it came as Steel or Poison, and I cannot Toxic either of those. So Will-O-Wisp, can. And also with Will-O-Wisp, burn damage, 1 tick of burn damage does more than 1 tick of Toxic. So it'll wear down his team better, because if he's just switching out all the time, it'll be a bigger amount that gets ticked on the Mon, as opposed to going for Toxic. But I do still have the Toxic for things that are very bulky, such as like Politoed. Like I'd rather get a Toxic on Politoed than a Will-O-Wisp, because it would eventually wear it down, whereas Will-O-Wisp with its leftover, they would just cancel. So I am running both of those. And also, Rotom can get this off on the Mega Swampert, which I can take hits from the Kyurem Black potentially. Getting it on Hitmontop could also be nice, because Hitmontop does have a good attack stat. And also the Lanoon. The thing with Lanoon is, in the mocks, my only thing for it was Toxic. Like, Rotom Wash can't take a hit from it. But, it would just Toxic it, and Toxic it, like, if he already has the +6, he's already 3 from your team, I'm not hindering it anyway. I'm wearing it down, but in the process, he's taking down like 2, 3, maybe 4 Mons. So the Will-O-Wisp also deals with that. So that cuts an attack. I can guarantee to live 1. I have a few Mons on this team that guarantee live in extreme speed from full. And that's where like the EV shift came in, when I noticed how threatening Lanoon can be. I don't think he brings it, but on the, there's so many things on this team that he can bring. So if he does bring that, the only thing on this team that I think is not coming at all is the Kabutops. Everything else I think is possible. So I'm also running Pain Split, Volt Switch, Hydro Pump. So I did have what the Rotom was before was a Toxic Protect, and I swapped it out for Willow Pain Split, because Pain Split gives me a form of recovery instead of just leftovers through a Protect. Pain Split could be more efficient. The Volt Switch I liked for the initiative. I have the double Volt Switch core with Fortress and Rotom, and they're a nice pair together. They cover a lot of each other's weaknesses. And then the Hydro Pump does damage. And if he brings rain, does more damage. 248 HP, 172 defense, and 88 def, bold nature. I can live a non-item boosted, well, of course it will be non-item boosted. I can live a Groundium Z Earth Power from a Kieran Black with this spread. And paint split up on that or something like that. Before I was just max defense because this is more of my physical wall, where Fortress is my more sort of special wall, which is kind of strange because Fortress is a physically defensive mon. But the type matchup, it serves better, especially defensive. So, yeah, these two are doing that. And then, yeah, this thing's just supposed to be bulky, not supposed to. It's not a damage dealer this week. So, there. Next, we're bringing Pretty Bird the Articuno with the Never Melt Ice. Now, Articuno has not done too much. It has done stuff, but it hasn't done too much. Against Jacob, it revealed that his Infernape was scarfed because I was scarfed, so that was the only way he could outspeed me. And against, I believe, a Sniper, it got a kill and it dealt some damage. And last week I messed up because I forgot Stealth Rock around the field, so I was easily taken out. So Articuno here is running Mono Freeze Dry as its attacking move. Tailwind Freeze Dry versus Defog. So you might think Defog is kind of stupid to run on a mon that's quite weak to rock. I'm not bringing him for rock. He has 2 potential Stealth Rock setters, both of which are offensive mons, Mega Swampert and Bluetooth. And he typically doesn't run Stealth Rock. If he were to, that does make this a little bit of an issue, but that also means one of those 2 mons is lacking coverage, so I can play around that, kind of. The Defog is there to get rid of the Alolan Ninetales and Aurora Veil, if that comes. I was thinking originally, I was like, Alolan Ninetales coming for sure, I'm going to bring my own Aurora Veil. But, I was like, I don't want to rely too heavily on that prediction. His team can bring so many different things. If he doesn't bring that, then it's useless. Defog, at least, you know, it can get good. It can get rid of Stealth Rock. Even though I do take half from it, it still has usefulness in that. Freeze Dry hits one of those teams. His team is quite weak to Freeze Dry. Mega Swampert, Kieran Black takes a good amount. The Kabutops, the Politoed, and the Tornadus. I have Roost because I can actually take hits fairly well. I was Chartyberry at one point, thinking that Mega Swampert would possibly bring Rock Slide, but he would probably, I think, just run Waterfall, EQ, I don't know what else, but I was like, I don't think he's gonna do that. And, sorry, I think people don't really prep for Articuno against me, because they don't think it's a good mon, and I haven't, like, proved how good it is. I'm not saying it's amazing, but I haven't shown it off, really, in any way. So, I don't think he would do that, and he would probably think that Waterfall's enough. I'm pretty bulky. Articuno's a bulky mon, it just has bad typing. It has base 90 HP, base 100 defense, base 125 special defense. Like, those are good stats. I'm 248 HP, 68 defense, bold, and 192 special attack. I believe that investment makes it so Adamant Waterfall from Mega Swampert is not a 2-8 KO. I have a Tailwind for one specific mon on my team. I have Whimsicott, but I did not want to bring Prankster Tailwind on it because, one, it might be predictable because I've done it before in this season, and 2, because, I mean, when I get to Whimsicott, I'll explain. I feel like all these moves are necessary. And the Articuno, I want it to still serve a purpose if he doesn't bring Ninetales or the Mega Swampert, because its job is mostly for those 2. And like Politoed, but if he doesn't bring rain, you know, no Politoed, no Mega Swampert. And the Freeze Dry to Tornadus Therian, if he's Assault Vest, it's not going to be that useful. They'll do a fair amount, but it's not enough. So I wanted to still have some usefulness in that sense. So it has the Tailwind. And the Roost, again, it's kind of bulky. It could take hits like, let's say, the Alolan Ninetales. It could take hits from that and roost up on it, probably, if I need it. If it gets worn down. But yeah, there's just so much to say. Next, so we're going to talk about the Whimsicott now. Whimsicott holding leftovers with its Sun Spore, Cotton Guard, Leech Seed, and Light Screen. So I do not have any attacking moves. I did have Moonblast over Light Screen, but because of that Jolteon, and because he does have special threats in the Tornadus Therian, in the Mox, Life Orb was being brought, and that did a lot of damage. Also, the Cure in Black hurts. The Alolan Ninetales can hurt. Blizzard in the Hail. So the Light Screen. It also helps for Fortress for taking Fire moves, so they can live them. And Moonblast didn't hit things too hard. The Sunspore. Fun fact about Sunspore. Sunspore can paralyze ground types. So I can Sunspore the Mega Swampert. I have the Cotton Guard to also take hits from the Mega Swampert, or like the Bear Tick, if he opts that route, or Lanoon. However, I do have to do it before he sets up, because Extreme Speed will go before my Cotton Guard. I do not have any speed. I'm actually going to check real quick what's the priority on Extreme Speed, because I don't know if they're the same priority, or if Extreme Speed has higher priority, actually. Extreme Speed. Priority is +2. Prankster, I'm pretty sure it's +1, so it would go before my Cotton Guard. Leech Seed. I feel like I changed that, but it's not changed. My issue with the Leech Seed is that because he has so much momentum, with Volt Turn and Parting Shot, that Leech Seed's not going to have an effect, like, ever. And because my Prankster makes it go first, I put up the seed and he switched that immediately. So I don't remember if I was going to change that, or if I did and it didn't change it. When it's time to battle, I'll say whether I keep it or not. I'm max HP, well, 248 HP for the odd number. 188 defense bold, and then 72 Spadef. Okay, next we have Nihilego. It's running Choice Scarf. Now, Nihilego, originally I was like, Mega Swampert in Rain is just gonna beat this, or the Bear Tick in Hail or Rain. Like, his weather abusers can just, deal with this. The reason I brought it is because Choice Scarf, I can outspeed the Alolan Ninetales, and with the Choice Scarf, I can outspeed Alolan Ninetales. And my EVs here are to outspeed a Scarf Pure in Black, if you choose to go with that. 192 speed at Timid, max special attack, and then 64 HP, with Grass Knot, Power Gem, Sludge Wave, HP Ground for the likes of Jolteon, and a Silvally Steel or Poison. Mostly for those. Grass Knot hits the Mega Swampert, it hits the Politoed, it hits the Kabutops. Power Gem hits a lot of his team. Does a good amount to a lot of his team. One of the biggest things I think would be the Tornadus Therian. That thing can be really annoying. I have Sludge Wave. Because if I get rid of the resist, Sludge Wave can actually do a lot of damage to a team. But for the most part, I'm not going to be clicking that. So that's what No Name is here for. And lastly, we're bringing Mega Kabuterimon, the Mega Heracross. Mega Heracross, like I said before, his only real answer to it is Intimidate Hitmontop, which still takes about 45%. Tornadus Therian does not appreciate a close combat. Funnily enough, this is the first time I bring Fighting Stab on Mega Heracross. It's just always been like, okay, Rock, Grass, and Bug cover this guy's whole team. I don't need fighting. But this time I'm running the close combat, Rock Blast, Bullet Seed, and Bulk Up. So I'm bringing the Bulk Up. If he leans more on his physical attackers like the Mega Swampert and Bear Tick, bulk up lets me, 1v1 those guys. And also, if he brings him on top, and I can predict his switching, bulking up on his intimidate puts me back at neutral. I'll be doing a hell of a lot more damage. Yeah, Rock Blast for his ice type, and the Tornadus Bullet Seeded for his water types. Max attack Adamant, 248 HP, then 8 Spadef. This thing's so bulky. Like, these stats don't show it. I deleted the Mega Heracross extra tab, which I use to compare and then to upload it to the calculator, but I got rid of it. Can I undo that still? Well, if I can... Nope, okay. Anyways, these stats don't really show, but Mega Heracross is very bulky. Something like a Alola Ninetales, you would think, that threatens an out, because Moonblast. I actually eat a Moonblast. It's just like 70% or something. Because, for one, Alola Ninetales is, special attack is not the greatest. But also this thing, he gets a lot of, defensive boost when he Mega Evolves. So that's the plan. This is the mon that the Tailwind's supposed to support. Late game, if I can set that up, Mega Heracross can really tear through a team. In late game, I can probably just spam close combat. So, I tried preparing for a lot of different options. I don't know what he's bringing, and I think I have options for like all the different situations he can bring. I'm kind of out of breath from talking so much. Oh my god, he's been such a pain to prep for. And my team, I don't think I have an amazing team. I'm looking at trading some stuff right now to fix up, to fix it up. But no trades have taken effect, so I'm using what I have, and I'm gonna try. I think he might expect me to bring Empoleon because it deals with the Alola Ninetales very well, and it can also maybe deal with like Pure and Black if I bring Flash Cannon or Metal Claw. You might think Empoleon's a good bring, but I'm not bringing that. Zygarde I thought about as well, but it's too frail. Because I don't have greater switches, I can't just like bringing it in and going for 1,000 arrows and something taking 20% like Mega Swampert, and then swapping out and having good switching for them. So yeah. However, the Sunspore idea for Whimsicott I got because I had Zygarde. I was looking through its move. I put the obvious 1,000 arrows outrage extreme speed. I noticed he got Glare, and I looked up if Glare affected ground type, and it did. But there was no way I was sitting in with Zygarde on Mega Swampert. Because the likelihood of it coming out not under rain was quite unlikely. So I was like, alright, that's not going to work, but Whimsicott gets Sunspore. Did that work? And I looked it up, and it does. The only thing I'm scared of if Sunspore misses. It is 75% accurate, so I am relying on that if the battle does go in that route. Hopefully it works out. Sunspore is also nice. Well, it's nice for his weather abusers, but it's also nice for like Tornadus, Cure and Black. It doesn't affect Jolteon. A lot of things actually. So Whimsicott will always have something that it can Sunspore. Okay. The battle's gonna be happening real soon after that, maybe immediately after. I'm gonna message him right now to see if he's ready. And we're gonna get this underway. This has been the longest team build I've done. I think last week, might have been last week, it was like 20 minutes, and I was like, holy shit, that's so long. This one's 24 minutes. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, we're here. He did not choose to go Weather Abuse. No Mega Swampert, no Beartic, no... What was the other one? Kabutops? None of those. He opted more standard, and then Alola Ninetales because it's Alola Ninetales. Which also means we can bank on Hurricane misses now. So he brought Tornadus Therian. He brought the Jolteon. And the Cure and Black. The first three were the three that I said he's definitely bringing. Kyurem Black. Just need to find out what item it is. Silvally, need to find out its type. I'll put a dash here for when I figure out the type. Hitmontop, which means that was going to be a little annoying. He brought it because he has 3 things to the stealth rock. Potentially 4 with the volley, but I don't think that's gonna be that. I did think seal. I was surprised to see poison. When in the mock, I was glad to see poison type, but it does a decent job of dealing with Heracross. Okay, so Ninetales, Alolan. Okay, let's see. What are we leading with? Okay, I need to calm down. I'm getting way too worked up over this. Okay. No Lenoon. Okay. I was like, what was I thinking of right now? Then Heracross full health Lenoon, because they can take a hit from that. So I don't have to worry too much about that. I am really happy about the default Articuno for Ninetales now. And this might just be Aurora Veil offense. Let me just feel like I have fun. Alright. I don't want to show Nihilego Scarf. I was thinking about changing that, but I was like, I think I need to. Just in case. My team is a little bit fire weak. I have 4 things weak to fire, and 2 are this, but I can't let those just get too worn down. So, I think potential leads are the Tornadus, and Ninetales, and maybe even Jolteon. Excuse me. I think against everything, Rotom is the best lead. So I'm gonna do that. I do live a ground DMZ from. Write this down. Snow warning. Writing it down. You see it? I wrote it down. I don't know if you can see that. I wrote snow warning. Just for you, Colton. Let me move this over here so it's not in the way. That clipped the screen right there, so you saw it, but whatever. I think I want to Volt Switch immediately. He's gonna be faster. He might just go for a Freeze Dry. Articuno can take any hit from this. I think I might want to go for Willow just for the residual damage, because the how much is the whatchamacallit gonna do? Let him wash. Asymmetrical versus Ninetales Alola support. Actually, Freeze Dry is doing over 50%. I'm gonna go hard Articuno actually, because I can take any hit. And if he goes for the Veil, I can go for Defog. Just went for Moonblast. That to 28. Interesting move there. Articuno. Oh, it's okay. It's 1 more. I don't know why my throat is so like right now. 24 to 28. It did 27, so this is like standard Alola Ninetales. Timid, nice special attack, which I thought he would be. I'm gonna write down literally everything. However, I can't do much here. I'm curious as to what he's gonna do. I'm gonna go for a Roost. If he goes for Veil now, he might think that I don't have something for him, and go for Veil. And if he doesn't, then I get a free Roost. Let's see what he does. Blizzard's not gonna take me out. How much does Blizzard do out of curiosity? I wanted to bring Snowcloak, but it's not compatible with Defog, I think. So that sucks. But yeah. Let's see. Blizzard does 28 to 32, so I'm fine. This is the most nervous battle I've ever had. I think it's because this is the best record I've ever had in a league. Like, starting off, I'm 5-1. We're both 5-1 right now, so one of us is catching an L. He just went for a Moonblast. I get off a Roost. Okay. How much would a Freeze Dry do to this? It's not going to do much. Freeze Dry is going to do 18. What's he trying to do here? I could go hard. No, hell, I go. That was like hard. No, hell, I go. And then double, predicting Soul Volley or top and go Rotom. Because he's just gone for Moonblast. I will eat up those Moonblast. I could also go Fortress and get off a Toxic. No, because Volley could be Poison or Seal. And that would slow down my momentum. So I think I actually want to go Nihilego here. How much, actually, there's something I thought of, but I didn't check it. How much does a Side Shock from Ninetale do to Nihilego? To a good old no-name here. Side Shock does a lot. But Sludge Wave threatens it. I'm going to go into no-name and go for the Power Jump. He went Jolteon. Jolteon can't do anything to me, really. If you paid attention to that, I'm scarfed. Because I took the damage before him. Which also means he's not scarfed. So I'm going to write down not scarfed. I didn't think he would be. He's probably Specs. Specs is good against me. How much? I keep doing that. How much does what? Oh, click Joltik by accident. Power Gym is doing 49 to 58. He cannot do much to me. He does not have a great Power Gym. Switching, unless Safali's typing. That's also why I don't want to go Sludge Wave. He's Steel. I could also go HP Ground. He's not going to go into any of his. He's not going to go Tornadus because of the Power Gym. He's not going to go into his Ice type because of Power Gym, and also Ninetale doesn't like Sludge Wave. He could go Hitmontop. How much do I do to Hitmontop? Hitmontop could be 2 KO'd by Sludge Wave with the help of Hail. So I want to say that he goes Savali. Like, just not knowing that Savali's type. But, let me see again how much. The HP Ground. Sludge Wave does do more than HP Ground. But that's Savali. I think I have to go for that. If he brings in Hitmontop, he won't know what hidden power I am. But if he stays in, he will. I don't think he stays in. That's the thing. If he stays in. Let's go top or Volley. I'm gonna go for the hidden power. You sir are both. You sir are Assault Vest. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That has to be Assault Vest damage, right? Hidden power to 38. Item. Hidden power to 30. That is Assault Vest. So much left of a threat. AV Jolteon with T-Bolt. And because I'm in a Helico, I ate that up. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you for that. I kind of want to go. What do I go into? Whimsicott or Rotom? Whimsicott doesn't do much. I didn't change the least. He was ready. I'm like, I don't know what to bring on this. At least he could still be nice. I'm gonna go. What's his coverage move gonna be? It's gonna be T-Bolt, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball potentially for my Hoopa. Oh yeah, Hoopa. 2 weeks in a row not coming. But, yeah, sorry, buddy. But now he knows I have Hidden Power Ground. Fortress can take a hit, but I think that invites in the Tornadoes. But then I have Rotom. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna think too long. He went for Volt Switch. Does 31%. Is that? Volt Switch, good. Yeah. He's gonna stay him for death now. Also, Articuno does live a fusion bolt from Curum at full. If it's, I think it was not adamant. If it's, what's the nature? Hold on. What's the, oh well. Whatever. Like Rotom's such a good switch in, and also nothing threatens me too hard. Could bring along Lantown to then win a cycle. I need to get Rock up. But now is not the time, I don't think. He has pretty easy Heat Wave here. U-turns. I can't risk it. Colton is one to try and keep up momentum, but I can't risk him just going for a Heat Wave here. And the Helico probably has the best match against everything. I'm gonna go into Helico, keep Rotom healthy, I think. Yeah. He went for the attack, he went for the Heat Wave. Oh. Alright, this time I'm just going for the Power Jump. That Heat Wave did 10, but he's not Life Orb. He could be Assault Vest. Therian. I just want to see if the damage adds up. No name. Heat Wave to 7 to 9 to 10. So this literally is what damage? Yeah, so maybe he's not. Or he's not Life Orb, so not. He could. My team. Fastest things on my team are the Zygarde and the Whimsicott, so it doesn't really have that speed though. He doesn't do much to Zygarde, minus HPIs, and Whimsicott Heaper, so I can see him being modest. The Volley Fairy, actually. That's not at all what I thought he was bringing. I mean, I was pretty certain he was bringing Steel, and then my mock buddy showed Poison. Carlo, shout out to you. He showed Poison, and I was like, oh, that's also an option. This is a Volley Fairy. Why? Also, he knows I'm sure. So. Now I know it's a Volley Fairy. I can Sludge Wave to my heart's content now. Why are you so Volley Fairy? Also, what are you gonna go for? He's not gonna go for Toxic Ice. He might just go for a Parting Shot here. Rotom. Can go for a Willow. Pursuit. Okay, yeah, Pursuit. Someone brought Pursuit against me! But I didn't bring Hoopa. And that was double damage, 26. You suck the low. I think here I go for the Willow. It's nice on everything, and if he stays then. Oh, Baseland? Alright, I need stuff to like never miss. That'd be great. Last time he went Moonblast. I'm gonna Volt Switch this time. I don't think he fused, right? And if he goes Veil, Articuno. He actually went Jolteon. Good play on him. Good play. I hate you. Alright, he's a little bit in my head right now. The fact that this Jolteon is Assault Vest, I'm not too scared of it. I can hit me with like an HP Grass. That's about it. I could also maybe go Whimsicott. Whimsicott doesn't threaten it in any way at all. But it might be my chance to get a Life Screen. with the vault switches. The fact that the assault vest damages it so much less that I think I can stay in here and go for another Willow. Or I just go for a Hydro Pump for damage. I like the Hydro Pump for damage move. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump. That took 40%. 34%. So I take him out with another one. I cannot go into Helico. Helico is no longer switching for things. It just has to be a Scarf threat now. Let me just see. So, yeah. W. Let me go for Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is 39. My calc is playing. Oh, this is my old set. I have more for that now. 270. Thunderbolt. This is saying 48 to 57. He did 39. So this is just a bulky Jolteon. So I think I'm gonna go Heracross here. How much would an HP flying do to Heracross with this? That'd be such a weird thing. Yeah, I'm Jolteon. I'm gonna go Wind Attack. As he goes for the Volt Switch. He does show he has the Volt. He is not max special attack. He does the Tornadus. He showed the Heat Wave. Let's see how much Heat Wave will do to me. Which one is it? Capital. Okay. So first I'm gonna get up with Light Spring. He went for Tailwind. Okay. I'm on for Stun Spore now. If I can paralyze this thing, that'd be amazing. But also that cool Tailwind. I think I can still deal with it. I also have Tailwind on my own. That seems to be a pattern I've noticed when I wanna. Oh, Whimsicott, I need you to not miss those. Stun Spore's so important. God damn it. You can go Ninetales here. Fuck. I needed that Stun Spore to land. I can go Fortress, I think. No, I don't want to do that. Fuck. Fuck. I'm gonna go for it again. He's gonna swap into the Ninetales. Like, I'm making safe plays. I'm going hard, Fortress. And his Tailwind just ran out. Side Shock that actually does nothing. So he did show he had Side Shock though, which I would think he had. Side Shock. What's the other one? That's the other one. Okay. So Gyro Ball destroys him. Jolteon has nothing. I think my plays go for Toxic. He doesn't stay in here. Come on, I need to start making these aggressive plays. You're swapping out the Gyro Ball kills even through Aurora Veil. Like, I'm guessing. I can tell you. But I think so. Why? I'm so. Alright, I'm just killing you. You're dead. Get out of here. I'm done with it. Wait, no, cancel. Oh, but Berry, that's why. Okay. So he does have the Veil. I go hard Articuno here. So what? Babiri? That's what's called Babiri. How much did Burn do again? Burning Shadow until a fighter card can. Tell me the status condition. I think it's 6%. 116. That's 6%. Yep. Will it keep us around? I'm gonna go for the roost. If he stays in, I'll go for default. He dropped out. He goes into the Savali Fairy. That the pursuit's gonna do nothing to me. However, Savali does get flame charge, so I don't want to go Fortress. I don't really want to go anything here. Rodon's my best bet. I'm going for a Will-O-Wisp. I'm actually not gonna have the default because bail away. This pursuit will do nothing. Pretty bird one way. This is gonna do like 12. Shouldn't do nothing. I can go Rotom. The freeze just not gonna do anything back, I don't think. It's 32 to 13, that's without veil. And he might flame charge. I'm gonna go Rotom. In case it was like a flame charge. Alright, he just party shot it. Dude, this is just annoying. He brought this. Man, it's annoying. Like his threat is the Kieran Black by itself, kind of. The Jolteon, the Salt Fest, Hitmontop. Maybe some crazy up front from Hitmontop. I don't know. The Silvally is parting shot with Pursuit. Tornadus, it's not Life Orb. I don't know what the hell it is. Ninetales is not much dead. I'll be happy when that happens. But again, the freeze dry Articuno is not going to do as much, but it does have the Tailwind. And he said in the chat when he went for Tailwind on Tornadus, he was like, I thought you had Tailwind too, when I had Wind Cut in. I just have it on a different mod, buddy. So it goes into Kieran Black. I live in Earth Power, but I don't live in Z Earth Power. He's gonna be a fucking substitute. He's gonna be a substitute. Fuck. Let me just check if regular Earth Power kills me from where I'm at. To my Rotom Wash. I hate that I didn't update the spread here. So I'm 88. Yeah, Earth Power doesn't kill me. It has to be Z Earth Power. I'm gonna Volt Switch. He's gonna substitute, and I'm gonna be mad. Yep. Called that shit. Actually, here comes Mega Heracross with the Rock Blast. He cannot one-shot me. Do you get a Flying Whip? And if you don't, Black. You get Fly. Actually, if you fucking Z Fly, then you deserve to win this. If you're Z fucking Fly, you deserve to win. I'm going for the Rock Blast. Doesn't have good push in for this. Bitch! He has an Aguave Berry! No! Okay. So that Hidden Power Flying. Fucking Aguave Berry. Hidden Power Flying to Heracross. 53 to 69. That's a 77. What the fuck? What's the item on this thing? Okay, what if your expert fell? 64 to 76? That's still not right. No, what the fuck? What item are you? I want to go Articuno because make a haircut still puts more. Well, not as much. But if I bring it in on, say, Hitmontop. Fuck. Rotom can't break sub. He's not gonna go for another sub. Yeah, he just went for an HP. So sub, HP flying, Ice Beam. I wanna say he doesn't have fusion ball. I'm gonna go for Rish. I'm gonna say he goes for a last ditch Aurora Veil. And I'm gonna go for Defog on it. Yes! Ninetales is gone, and the Veil's gone. Yes! Alright, Articuno, you already proved your worth. Okay. My timer went down very, very much. Because I've been taking a while. Articuno. Pretty Bird, one word? Yeah. Thunderbolts, you're gonna do less of that because it's just some kind of weird one. I can just freeze dry for the kill here. I'm gonna freeze dry. That doesn't kill. That was a crit, nice crit. And he does do that. Alright, the AP Jolteon's gone. Crown Black had a Guava Berry. If I can get up Tailwind, fuck, I can't get up Tailwind. I can get it up on Hitmontop though, and then Heracross and sweep. What's the least useful? Not least useful, but what the switch into this Tornadus is gonna be the Rotom. Because Articuno, let's Hitmontop Mach Punch kill Articuno. Another crit, dude. All my mocks had a bunch of crits. It's ridiculous. 9 to 11. My Articuno? Yeah, I think, yeah. I'm gonna Pain Split. He's Z-Tornadus, all out pummeling. Okay. This was the other Z-Cap, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Fighting. He has Air Slash. And Slash. Wave. I think I'll go Whimsicott and get off the light screen. Do I live a heat wave under light screen? After light screen, I live a heat wave. Yes, I do. I'm gonna go for the light screen first. And then Stun Spore maybe? Because this threaten, that threaten, he has speed, and the Helico doesn't kill. Actually, maybe the Helico kills. I don't think so. Power, yeah, it doesn't. So I'm gonna go with the cat, get off the light screen. This has become an intense match. Light screen, apply. Probably gonna U-turn. It's fine. WinCon now. Fuck, I don't know. I never got rocked up. I still want to get rocked up. WinCon is either going to be the Helico or the. Alright, get off this Stun Spore. Please. Whimsicott, listen. We're gonna have a talk. I have 90 seconds. We're gonna have a talk, okay? You've come to how many games? I honestly, I can't tell you. I know you came last week. You didn't get to do anything, alright? This is your time to shine, Whimsicott. People were saying, wait, you haven't used Whimsicott really, you know? What's it doing? Whimsicott, I need you to show them what you're doing, alright? I need you to land this stun spore. Bless you. Bless you, Whimsicott. Bless you. Bless your soul. Bless your soul. Bless your soul. Okay. I can do here. 370. It's not time for a Heracross yet. I need to get rid of one more mon, I think. Or it might be enough pressure when a Helico can win. That might be it. Should Fortress die to a Heat Wave? 41 to 30. What? 41 to 49. Gyro Ball does a lot, but not enough. 206, 375, calculator. 75. Fuck, what's the red fit? I don't think that. Did paralysis cut in half? Yeah, they changed to half. So Articuno will be faster. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna get off the Tailwind. Or I can Roost, actually. I'm gonna Roost. I should be faster. I should be faster. Okay. That did how much? 27? I'm gonna freeze try you. Okay. Gonna get up my own Colton. Then I'm gonna freeze try. Got the first. I still have Tailwind one more turn. I want to get off a Roost. Tornadus recovers 25% of its health, I think. I don't know why he said GG because of freeze. Articuno, you've been putting in work, my friend. You've been putting in work. I love you. I want to go Fortress here and go for Toxic. Thought, what'd you go for? Flame. Yeah, the Flame. So I'll leave him. So I have to go Nihilego here. This Volley might just beat me right here, right now. But I don't think Fletch would kill. So Volley is very bulky mon. So Volley, Fairy. No, Sludge kills. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know what this Hitmontop deal is. Also, how much would that do to Articuno? The flamethrower. Without light screen, it actually doesn't do very much. Okay, so Articuno, even if it's like max special attack, it's doing 34 to 40 most. The fuck? And I can just freeze dry spam it? I didn't realize that. Nihilego does clear it out. Do I do it? I'm gonna go Nihilego here. Now, hit on top. Nihilego. Sludge Wave, and the potential to a KO. I threaten literally everything. I'm going for the Sludge Wave. If he lets me kill him, I might just win it? Question mark? How much do I do to hit on top of +1? No, it doesn't kill, but it does a ton of damage. Articuno can come in. Articuno can come in. How much do you do to Articuno? Close combat, nothing. Articuno might be able to get up a tailwind for itself and spam freeze, right? How much is it going to black at? 66? Sure. We should have 32 to 38. So, not quite yet. He doesn't have a good switch in for the Slug Wave right now, though. This has been a tight battle. Very tight battle. That Flamethrower on Fortress. I didn't know what he was going to go for there. I could have roosted again to be safe and then see Flamethrower do nothing. That would have been great. He let me get my Beast Boost. Okay. This hit on top. I think when I calced it, Mach Punch killed me. Mach Punch no. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Yeah, Mach Punch kills me. But it doesn't kill Articuno. No, even a close combat doesn't. Because I'm fairly defensive. And I can roost up. Oh, he went straight for the creature. Okay. I'm too upset. You're not gonna be max speed. I'm roosting. Oh wait, no, that was stupid. The CC's gonna do more. Fuck. Fuck, I'm dumb. Can I Tailwind for Mega Heracross now? That might be my play now. I have this. That was a good play by him going for the second place. I think I get off my Tailwind here. Nice Tailwind. I know he can't do anything to me. Heat Wave does not that much needed. You're not Assault Vest, I know you're not. Heat Wave doing 30 something %. Freeze Strike kill. I got off a free roost here. Heat Wave, yep. This seems kind of like a big move, but I'm gonna hope for a para. Or a miss, that's good too. And now I can go for a free strike. I'll take that out. Okay, the Tornadus is gone. Tornadus is gone. The Assault Volley is gone. Okay. I think what I have to do. Fuck, what do I have to do here? Wait, what are his moves? Sub, HP, Flying, Ice Beam. Do you have the Fusion Bolt is the question. We have the Fusion Bolt. Because from where I'm at, I think the Fusion Bolt kills me from here. 64 to 76. I'm gonna get off my Dylan. Oh wait, he can't touch me. 33, I'm gonna freeze dry. 26. He predicted my roost. Even if I go for roost there, I'm gonna roost this time. Earth Power's not gonna do much. Ice Beam resisted. Freeze dry. Okay, it's faster now. I didn't play that right. I didn't play that right. Fuck. That's 36. 33 is a low roll. I know I can get off a tailwind on Hitmontop. I think I sack, make a Heracross, and go and Helico after. It's close. It is close. Articuno, you're putting in work here. This Kyurem can't touch you that well. How much does a Scarf and Helico might also win? It's a Helico. I have to figure it out. I just realized. Fuck, I think I should have sacked the Helico instead. I think I fucked up. How much? Let me see how much the Helico does to what's its name? Helico to hit on top. That. And refinement and Helico. I go for the Sludge Wave, that's definitely my play. I think Articuno can pick up these last 2 kills. Okay. Wait, no, he's gonna Mach Punch me. But I'm not gonna switch. There's no point to switching. Sucker Punch, or that. Okay, now it's Articuno against this Hitmontop. How much does close combat do? 27 to 33. How much does it do if I lose? 54 to 64. I think you have to roost until the defense will get low enough, and then Freeze Ray will take it out. That's my only play, I think. Because if I don't roost here, and he CCs, he can kill me with Mach Punch. Let's see, 2 high roll, like, yeah. So I have to go for Roost here. Like, he can go for CC, he's going to. He went for Aerial Ace. That's wrong. But he doesn't want to drop his defenses. He doesn't want to drop his defenses. So that's smart. I'm still in a good range. I'm roosting here. I want to be at a healthy range. If you see that his defense is lowered. I'm pretty sure Freeze Dry kills enough. Freeze Dry has been doing like 30% with minus defenses. Okay, hold on. Let me see how it neutrally. I just want to make sure. Neutrally, Freeze Dry has been doing about 30%, 28 to 30. Is that about how much it's up here? Actually, it's supposed to be doing a little bit less, so he's more specially defensive. Should be quite specially defensive, actually. Let's say about that much. Now, if he's up -1, Freeze Dry 43. I go for the Freeze Dry. And I win the game. And Articuno put in work! Alright? Oh my god, that's... Carlos, just for you. Look at what Articuno just did. Look at the Articuno. You see the Articuno on the screen? Still flapping its fucking wings and getting, what, 3 kills that game? 3 kills? It got the Tornadoes, Hitmontop, and the Kyurem Black. No, not the Kyurem Black. It put in work! Oh my god. He had nothing. Kyurem Black couldn't touch me, didn't have Fusion Bolt. Little Ninetales couldn't touch it, and I got rid of a Veil. Oh my god, I love the Defog Veil play. My heart's racing. Articuno. Fortress, I'm sorry you couldn't get a Brock, you couldn't Gyro Ball things. Gyro Ball was quite good against his team. I'm sorry. But Articuno. You fucking did it. You fucking did it. Carlos, this video is dedicated to you. Alright, goodbye.